Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PSGL F5, round number 3 here in Russia. Today is myself, Leon, joined by Jamie once again. Say hello.
Hello everybody.
My stream is continuously glitching out. What's going on?
Oh, we're going.
Yep. Oh, sorry if the stream is a little bit later than usual. I was just trying to sort the lobby out beforehand.
Then get the stream to the chat.
Yep, just sharing the stream out everywhere. It should be an entertaining race. So, just as qualifying is beginning, Jamie, if you'd like to go through the drivers and constructors standings.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll get the link shared out and then I'll do it.
Okay. For the drivers, ignore the standings or the positions on the left-hand side, because I forgot to change them when I uploaded the image.
So the Drivers' Championship is as followed. Jack Tyler currently leads, although he isn't here tonight because he had his account on the way. Mr. P is so yeah, Jack Tyler not being here will be a massive advantage for Mr. P, but looking down the table, third is Simo with 14 points. Fourth is Warren Haig with 10 points. Fifth is Schweb with 10 points. Sixth is Jay Carty with 8 points. Seventh is White Fountain with 7 points. Eighth is Smudge with 6 points after his really good race in Brazil. Ninth is Flying Timmy on 5 points, even though he has now been kicked out of the league. 10th is Dave. 11th is Jamie. 12th is David Warbank. 13th is Storm. 14th is LFC. 15th is Stim. 16th is BUA9. 17th Comrace, who's not in the division anymore. 18th is Luke Bailey. 19th is Miles. And 20th is Notorious. 21st is Racer. And 22nd is IORT Johnny. Constructors standings. First are Toro Rosso on 29 points. Second is Mercedes on 28 points. Third is Sauber on 22 points rather. Renault is fourth on 20 points. McLaren is fifth on 12 points. Williams is sixth on 7 points. Ferrari is seventh on 7 points. Eighth is Force India on 6 points. Haas is 9th on 3 points, and 10th is Red Bull with 0 points so far.
Thank you. Also, would like to mention that it is a debut for Neil's 22NL. He is a reserve driver, but obviously since Jack Tyler did get banned, he can't make it, which will obviously help Mr. P as well. And I've been told by Mr. Warren Haig that there is a wet start to the race, so I'm just going to spice a few things up.
Well, that should make it exciting. Maybe more than the lower two divisions, but FP was exciting with the rain, so let's hope that this can match or maybe even better.
Yeah, as we already know, the grid is already fairly tight, as we've seen from mainly the pre-season race. Bahrain, also a very tight grid. Brazil was a bit of a more of a stretched out grid. Probably the furthest out everyone's been.
Controversial race too.
Also, yeah.
LFC's about the start of that.
Let's go on board with LFC. I've been stuck on board with Dave.
I think Storm might be on that.
Second one, I'm just trying to get a thumbnail uploaded because I haven't actually got it up yet. PSGL 5 round 3. There we go. Right. We are back to business. Who's first? Who's going to start a lap first or finish a lap first? Sorry.
I'm not. I think it's Storm. I think who was out on the softs, which is the hardest compound. Their tyres, their drivers are able to use their hypers, ultras, and softs.
Yeah.
Hypers usually go around 8 to 9 laps. They can even stretch it out to maybe like 11 or 12 if they are really good on tyre saving. Ultras, of course, will be just after that, and then softs. We have seen that softs can go to the mid-lap 20s if you really push it. Aaron is a prime example of that in FP when he made the soft tyres go 133.8, that's a not bad lap. Aaron made the soft tyres go lap 25 as he was waiting for the rain, and that strategy helped him finish third in FP. So,
But as you said, the race was wet affected, so.
Yeah.
Can you turn your mic up? It's towards the end of you speaking, then you might get quieter and quieter.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you might want to just boost it up a little bit.
Still quiet?
Yeah, it sounds the exact same.
How about now?
The exact same?
That might be your mic then.
Hold on for the blue screen. I just want to try and drown out game volume slightly. Speak.
Hello?
It's a little bit better. I guess I have to deal with that. Oh wow, Mr. P, I didn't even notice. 31-1.
Yeah. Mercedes 1-2, maybe they have got some tactics up this sleeve like last time.
Mr. P did message me before the race saying his strategy, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, that plan can't even work anyway because it's rain affected.
Yep.
They were planning to go to the hypersofts to the ultrasofts, but obviously since it's wet affected, that strategy is out the window. Smudge, I think that's just gone third. Yep, 32-1. Oh, he spinned it around the final corner.
What?
Smudge. He's just finished his lap as well. That was...
Maybe could have. If he didn't spin it, maybe would have had 1 or 2 tenths on that time. Would have gone to 131s, which would have been ahead of Luke Bailey.
What was Paul in F6?
A 130.5 by Brown.
Okay. So I expect probably F5 to be ahead of that. Or quicker than that, sorry. Maybe a 30.2 I'm going to predict. Yeah, so I'm going to predict my pole's going to be.
Well, Bran has got a lot quicker. Some liking those 2 quick lap 6 now. Maybe just short of it, I reckon.
We will see. Anyone else on a lap? Let's go towards Miles. Miles on the ultrasofts. Johnny's now gone third with a 132.1.
Not bad. Slots in between Luke Bailey and Smudge. And speaking of Luke Bailey, comes out right behind him.
Yeah, I believe they are brothers. I'm pretty sure.
Johnny and Smudge.
Yeah. As Racer retires, I don't know what's happened there.
Imagine if they set this in that time, though.
Would be quite weird, I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
Stim off the track. Dave is about to start a lap. Notorious not on a lap. David Wallbank in the pits. Johnny on an in lap. There's no one on a lap.
Interestingly, Racer has retired early on for 134.8 being his best lap. Don't know what happened there. That's just wants to start on fresh tyres.
He'll definitely be starting last, I want to think.
Wait, yeah, wet start, so he will be starting on fresh tyres either way, so the intervals, or wets, depending on how wet it is going to be.
Yeah, all what Warren Higgs said is that it is a wet start. Nothing more detailed than that. Storms has started on a lap. Dave's on a lap. Mr. Stim, I don't know, he's on a lap, I think. Jay Carty's on a lap.
Mr. P, the current pole sitter, is on the outlap.
At this rate, Mr. P might even walk this race if it stays like this.
And then he's second up when his teammate was second place. Of course, a lot of names have yet to set a time. Yet to see what Niels will be like against these guys. He could be quite quick.
It could be, yeah. Who was it? I think it was... Oh, who was it? Jake Carty? Was it Stim? I think it was Stim next across the line. I'm not too sure. Where's Dave? Oh, Dave's actually coming close.
Is Stim. It's just out of Jake Carty.
No, it's Dave, isn't it?
Stim was coming
Dave.
back from his leg injury. Except during the basketball game.
He is back now, which is nice to see. It was predicted he would be out for around about a month, but he was able to do a fast recovery. As Dave goes into 5th, what is Stim going to do? He goes 5th. What's Jay Carty going to do? He goes 2nd. 131.3. So at this rate, Mr. P does have a challenger, as Mr. P actually does start his lap. Warren Haig. I want to go on board Warren Haig. He's just... I know he's backed off. Someone's just set a lap.
Oh, Storm.
Oh, Storm, yeah, 31.6. People are gradually getting closer to that Mr. P time.
Yep.
I need to actually get the standings
that
up.
has been pretty unlucky this season so far. Lost his wing on the first lap in all races that he's done. Even
Who
the
has?
season race. Taurus.
Yeah, he has got pretty unlucky. He was quite unlucky last season as well.
Not a good stat to have that when you've lost a bit of your front wing through no fault of your own on the first lap in each race. Niels has found that bits on and out that.
Is anyone close to finishing a lap? No, people
White
are just
Fountain.
starting lap. Oh, White Fountain, where is he? Down here. No, he's just started one, I think.
Taurus is about to
Oh,
start
Mr. P, he's in the final sector.
See if he can go into the 130s.
I've got a feeling he will. But I don't know if he's up or down. We'll have to find out. He's still carrying on, still pushing, so I'm guessing he's still up. Just going the curve there, but that shouldn't really affect his lap time as he comes up to the penultimate corner now. And around the final corner. And it is the 30.8, yep.
Not quite the F6 ball time, but still quick enough.
Can anyone else get into the 30s? Luke Bailey, Mr. P's teammate, currently sitting in 4th, is in the final sector, about to finish a lap also.
I think he could be a contender possibly for a front row start.
Yeah.
Similar goes 4th with the identical lap time with Storm, set the exact same lap time there. As Luke Bailey actually bails off into the pits.
That was a bad pun. I know it wasn't intended, but you just made a really bad pun. Anyone else on the lap?
know.
Luke Bailey, he bailed off into the pits. Do you still not get it?
No. I'd rather you not say though.
Okay. Anyone else? Warren Haig? He's run out of VRS, we'll see what he can do. He's come around the final corner. What will it be? 31.4. Warren Haig currently is the only person to get pole.
Simo sets the identical lap time. Same as Storm. And there's a pun in there which I'm not getting.
No, not in that. I'm on about Luke Bailey.
Oh, he bailed off into the pits.
Yes, Luke bailed.
Oh, okay.
Bailey,
okay, yeah.
he bailed. Yeah. You inadvertently did a really bad pun. And Yes, I was going to mention, Warren Haig is the only person to get pole so far this season. He's had it 2 times in a row. But for some reason, I don't think he's going to get it this time. Yeah, Bran, they're getting close though, they're getting close.
No one's really made any mistakes so far.
No, Smudge is on a lap, 2 tenths up. We'll only knock him up into 6th at best. Will he back off? Yes, he does. Quite a wise idea. Jay Carty's corner cutting to get back into the pits. Warren Higgs ran out of fuel. He'll make it back though. Storm is starting a lap, so keep an eye on him.
Will do. Another set of hypers.
Fish, Jack isn't here today because he got his PS4 account banned.
Wonder what happened there.
Also, if you're wondering, Schweb's at the bottom. Schweb isn't actually here. It's because we're on an online championship. He isn't actually there.
How did Jack get banned? Did he say something in the FP chat? Because what I heard, he's not really said anything in the chats I'm in.
It wasn't in the F5 chat. Someone's just gone in the top 6. It was Neil, so the 130-1.8. Oh, Jay Carty, did he improve through a certain 1-0?
He must have, because I don't know coming across the line last. He's been in the hypers for 3 laps, so yeah, he must have.
Bailey, nope. Anyone? Nope. Storm is the one to go on board with Fernando. I think Storm's got what it takes to get pole, but after pulling a hell of a lap, that's improved by 8 tenths.
Jamie's about to start a lap.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. But for now, here comes Storm round the final few corners. What can he do? I'm going to think he's going to definitely go 3rd. Can he get pole? And yes, he can! Yes. 18 thousandths. I had a feeling he had it in him, just about.
Not bad.
Niels is in. That is it for Niels.
He is on an outlap though.
Yeah, he is. Gonna keep an eye on Warren Haig.
I reckon Mr. P can improve on it.
Anyone close to finishing a lap? I don't think so. I believe the closest to finishing a lap at the moment is Jamie, who is currently in the middle sector.
On that long back straight. Both cars to get past yet.
Let's have a look at what Jamie's had this season. Didn't finish in Bahrain and he got 6th in Brazil. So, not the best. I think he got 3 podiums last season. So he's got what it takes. David Warbank, what's happened there?
Well, he must have knocked the tyre off LFC because LFC has retired, but Jamie's going to come around the last corner now and he's going to knock him. Well, he
does improve just.
Not enough to game up anyway.
Report it if you need to, LFC. I don't know what happened. Mr. P's about to start a lap. Jay Carty, Warren Haig, Simo. Oh, wait, Simo's just starting the lap.
Too, so then the Taurus have a part to play in LFC retiring from the session.
David Warbank has backed off though.
Understandably.
He's carrying on though. He's about to start a lap. Has he? No, he hasn't got wing damage.
So he must have ran into the back of him.
Oh, David Warbank.
Oh, Smudge is in the wall.
Where?
The second sector, he's lost a bit of wing.
Yeah, he's been able to get going again, so it's not a hazard.
Yep, qualifying's finished. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know who's actually on a lap or close to finishing. I'm going to keep an eye on Mr. P. I believe it could be Simo, but I'm not too sure.
Warren Haig and Simo are all on a lap, so 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th all on a lap.
I believe it's Simo next.
Strong with pressurised.
It is. Oh,
yeah,
wait.
Simo.
No, it's not. It is Stim. It's Stim. Stim is next across the line. He'll be first out of the pack of cars to cross the line, I believe.
3 tenths up. Is that on his own time or on the pole time?
I don't know. If he's 3 tenths up on the pole time, then wow.
Yeah.
Dave has retired. What can Stim do? Jack Tyler carried him last week. He'll have to try and carry Jack Tyler this week because Neil's points don't count towards constructors. So what can he do? He rounds the final corner. What will it be? A 31-6, 7, sorry. Simo stays where he is. Mr. P round the final corner. He's done it.
Yes.
For
He's
now.
done it by over 10th, Robert. Jay Carty's next.
Yeah, Jay Carty is next. What can Jay Carty do? Jay Carty's stolen it by 3,000th. What about Warren Haig?
Warren Haig.
No.
It is Jay Carty on pole then.
By 3,000ths.
Yep, Notorious trying to prove. So yeah, it's Jay Carty on pole with a 1:30.739, with Mr. P second on a 1:37.42. And he will feel very hard done by.
Yeah. Apparently David Warbank's cost Warren Haig his lap.
Question is though, with the wet race start, will it be dry towards the end? Will we see strategy come into play?
Yeah. So yeah, Jake Carty is on pole. Mr. P is second. The gap between them is 3,000ths. In third is Storm with a 30.8. So then 3, just separate by 10th. Then Warren Haig in 4th, Semo in 5th, Stim in 6th, Niels in 7th on his debut, Luke Bailey 8th, White Fountain 9th, Johnny 10th, that's your top 10. Then Smudge in 11th, David Warbank with a 5th-place grip on 12th. And it's Dave Notorious, Jamie, LFC, BUA, The Bomb and Miles. The grid for this qualifying session is a lot more spaced out than it was.
What? I got an error. There are not enough players remaining to start a race session. You will now be returned to the session lobby. That's what I got.
What?
I've been returned to the lobby.
Try and join back spectator?
Yeah, I should get back in time.
I think everyone's in the lobby.
Looking on the stream, that looks like it's into conditions.
It is into conditions. Yeah. So, and it is quite overcast, so I don't know how long the rain will last. But I guarantee people will have dry setups on.
Are you still waiting for everyone to ready up?
Yeah. You should be able to join back for the formation line. Formation lap.
But I just haven't got the thing telling me who's ready or not. Ah, there we go.
You got it already now.
Yeah.
Here we go. Formation lap begins in a wet Sochi. I don't know, Jamie, who do you think's going to get on the podium and win the race today?
I reckon Mr. P will take the win, with Jay Carty second, and I'm going to go for Simmel third.
Mine will be Jay Carty will take.
Keep it clean.
I think mine will be Jay Carty will win, Mr. P in second, and Warren Haig third.
Okay. Might just been the score high from P11.
No one else has, so he must have gone too slow.
Oh, LFC as well.
Doesn't really affect high temperatures in the wet. They don't really cool down much. May I just point out, the only person who can actually take the championship lead, other than Mr. P obviously since he's joint leading, is Simo.
No, anything can happen.
Simo would have to win, and Mr. P would have to get 10th.
Yeah.
At best. Just
Also,
report it,
Miles doesn't play
LFC,
on that as
if you
well.
want to report it. As Jay Cott is now slowing everyone down.
Must be careful he doesn't get the swirl pipe from being too slow.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more lenient though when it's in the wet.
No, co-masters. They get it wrong.
Actually, I think it's being reformed now.
Yeah. This is where it reforms. Right next to pit entry. There's a massive gap between Johnny and Notorious.
Yeah, it's where Smudge and Dave should be, but as everyone comes around the final corner, can you please look to the middle to back of the pack, please?
Way out of it.
Who's last across? It'll be Miles. So we'll go on board with Jay Carty. As we're about to start, we've got some lights, 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And away we go for round number 3 here in Sochi. It looks like Jay Carty got off to a very good start. The Williams there of Storm also. Mr. P with quite a dreadful start. Now as they'll come through turn 1 pretty cleanly, it's now a run down to turn 2. Mr. P, will he go down the inside of Jay Carty? He does. He overshoots the corner massively.
Got a Rosberg, but he doesn't take the...
Being nice to stop and go for corner cutting.
Oh.
Everyone seems to have taken it fine so far. There's a lot of yellow flags going on. There's 4 wide at one point. More eggs down the inside.
What? 4 wide in the wet. Are they actually mad?
One person I have to say has got a hell of a start is Niels. Or Niall, I don't know how I say his name. I think it's Niall. 7th to 2nd on his debut.
7. Not bad.
Miles and Jamie Met battling down the grid.
Miles and Luke Bailey both tapped the wall. They nearly came together with each other.
Racer has got wing damage. Let's check. Has Notorious got it? Smudge has got wing damage.
But the 2 Force India guys come together though.
Stim and White Fountain. The closest at the moment. What will Stim do? He's got the slipstream and White Fountain. He's going to pull to the outside. White Fountain breaks late himself. Stim has a look, but no, there's no room there. And I can say that Notorious has broken his record. Well, not broken, he's stopped his record. He hasn't got wing damage. But David Warbank down the inside for P10.
Still got 3 corners yet, though.
This is the battle to go on board with so far. But yeah, Notorious has actually survived the first lap without wing damage. My timings are all messed up at the moment. Warren Haig's getting on Mr. P.
Of Jamie. Race has got more wing damage on the right hand side now.
Oh, Mr. P's made an error. Warren Haig's now on the back of him. Mr. P's really struggling in these wet weather conditions.
Doesn't want to go around the outside. Well, Mr. P
Yellow
did
flag.
lock up going into turn 1.
It's Racer, he's round at turn 2.
Racer. He was battling and is it about 4 cars battling through the turn 3 curve there. And all is contact between Jamie and Luke Bailey. Both keep it together though.
Oh, what am I looking at? As Luke Bailey dropped all the way down the grid. Wow. So poor start for both the Mercedes drivers.
Probably not feeling it. Stim goes wide. I'll give David run, but he does back off.
My timing screen is all messed.
Ooh. I just gotta remember the Schweb's name in this race.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. P with another error. Wasn't looking, he's making so many errors. He begins to...
Tyres already shot.
He begins to pull away from Warren Haig and then makes a silly error.
not get a good angle on Miss Warren Haig there. Mr. Stem is.
We're side by side with Dave in the background.
Dave is passed.
Oh, Mr. David Warbank. I got a ball with Warren Haig though. He's too far back.
Oh, Miles and LFC. Miles did cross into the pit entry there.
Miles is in the pits. David Warbank on Mr. Stim.
I don't think you are allowed to go into the pit entry after you made the come up the corner here.
Not too sure, but I didn't see it, so can't really pull much on that one. Oh, David Warbank and Stim.
David Warbank.
I'm gonna go over Notorious here. Notorious has got a pretty good POV this one. There's a yellow flag. Storm's out.
Virtual safety car.
VSC Storm is.
Oh, he's done a Grosjean. He crashed it into the barrier. Coming out of the curve, didn't catch what happened there, but looks like it must have been a big crash.
Notorious has got wind damage. Oh, Stim broke. Stim broke under the VSC, and Notorious never stopped.
I think he must have gone into the red and the delta and broken, and must have broken the Notorious's wing. It's a shame for Notorious as well, because he was running in a points position, and now he'll have to pin it.
Lucky for Storm, the first DNF of this race.
Another record as well for Miles. He's managed to make it past the first lap without even crashing into the barrier or tiring his car at all. As he did in Bahrain and...
Oh, look at White Fountain here. Green flags. White Fountain's got a really good run on Simo. Simo with the safety car restart. Not done very well. White Fountain down the inside.
As well.
Simo's got a really good run though.
Notorious is fighting Johnny as they go through the hard right-hander. He's the next left-hander.
Stay side by side. Notorious got better traction, but he's on the curb, which won't give him traction. I don't know who's ahead out of these two. Johnny's overcut the corner. But he has got the move though. But Notorious with a run.
Notorious has got a better run, but will he pit? I think he's pitting.
Looks like he's pitting, yep. In lap 4. It's still raining, so I don't get why. Oh, he's got wind damage, isn't he? Warren Haig's gaining on Mr. P again. Mr. P again makes an error. And Warren Haig again on the back of him.
Cracking in the pressure. Honestly, crash was.
Oh, he's off the back end. He's off the back end. Oh, they both did.
Mr. P's in the wall.
Oh, Mr. P, did he get wing damage?
Yeah, he got a tiny bit of wing damage. I think that's a yellow wing.
Yeah, he has. He has got wing damage. Warren Haig actually almost followed him in. So that's big problems for the Mercedes driver. Oh, and Miles is out.
I shouldn't have said that. And that was in turn 1, the flat out turn 1.
Which walls he hit?
I don't know how he managed to bin it there.
Which walls he hit?
I think it was the outside wall. I couldn't catch that. But I did see a bit of debris and I knew then it was that. I think I did have a shot of his car for a split second.
Warren Haig must be going for Mr. P here. Mr. P is seriously holding him up, but he isn't going for it. The gap between third to second.
As well. Torres goes wide, and Racer is passed up into 15th.
This race has certainly turned interesting. The midfield battle now.
Where did White Fountain get wind damage?
Oh, he has. Yes, he has indeed. Oh, Mr. P's gone off again. Warren Haig on the back of him now for the final corner. You must be able to get him down the straight now. He didn't get the best of exits, but surely even with slipstream, you still must get him. But well, he needs to. He's got to run. Mr. P's have to brake late. What's happened to Notorious?
Time penalty.
Oh, slight contact between Mr. P and Warren Haig. Both able to keep it clean.
Again from here. Mr. P will run wide a bit of wing damage, of course.
Yeah, well, that will actually keep him more stable through that corner, which will actually help him slightly.
I think they did go a bit quicker, maybe a bit too racier on that corner last time, and that's what brought them out, I think.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out is the gap between Mr. P and Niels.
Again for wing damage.
I think he might retire the car, to be honest.
He hasn't in all the races.
Oh, LFC and Johnny. I think LFC's past Johnny, but Johnny's going to try it back around the outside.
Jamie's behind those two.
Oh, LFC makes an error. And Johnny
back.
now around the outside again with a switch bike. LFC down the inside. Both keeping it clean. I'll go on board with Jamie. He's got a pretty good POV of this.
Get the
As
top
Niels
going
picks
out.
up a pen.
Niels has got through, yeah.
Now, can Johnny get LFC down the straight? He's got the toe. I think he'll go for it. He's close enough, definitely close enough. He does back out though.
Yeah, I don't think the door was there for him.
Now I'm going to go back on board Warren Haig as he should be able to pass Mr. P this time.
JK set the fastest lap for a split second. Then Niels set it. Niels is catching up to the back of JK.
Niels has got a 3-second time penalty though.
Yep. But
David Warbank with a
I
stop
think
go
David
for
Warbank-
speeding.
I think there was that glitch.
No, he can't because it isn't for speeding, it'd be corner cutting. Oh no, Warren Haig doesn't go for it. Mr. P's outbroke himself again, slightly.
How does he keep on doing that down into turn 1?
Turn 2.
Ooh, Warren Haig nearly lost it for a second.
I just want to notice how much time this is costing Warren Haig. That gap between Mr. P and Niles is increasing rapidly.
Yep.
Anyone else really close? Dave's on the back of White Fountain, Stim's also there. Warren Haig said it's a wet start to the race. It's doesn't look like the race is going to go away.
It could be more towards the end of the
Oh, Warren
race.
Haig!
Oh,
He backs off.
the
Oh,
gap was
Mr. P's
there,
gone
and I see-
deep.
That's
Oh, but he's one of
tactical.
his around the outside. That's a good move.
Drifted it around there pretty much.
He's eventually got the move. That took him 3 or 4 laps to get that move done, and it's cost him so much time. Now he's going to be under pressure from Mr. P down the straight.
JK goes quickest. Niels has lost a full second from somewhere. Must have made a mistake of somewhat.
Yeah, Mr. P is struggling, already losing time to Warren Haig. That gap is already 7 tenths. So we'll go on board with Stim. As he's gaining on Dave. Can he go for it into turn 1? Or turn 2, sorry? I think he's a bit too far back.
Could dive it though. As definitely as possible. I've tried that before. Yeah, that's worked.
I expect there'll be a few in F1. Oh, Dave's had an error.
Oh, nearly did what Grosjean did in 2015. Yeah, the time stopper corrected it and crashed into the wall.
He's lost the position
That was
there.
about 40 G's, wasn't it? Something
I don't
like
know.
that. Yeah, G crash.
Jamie's got the
Jamie
position on
passed
Johnny.
Johnny.
Where's Jay
Bailey's
Carter in
in
the
that
championship?
I'll check actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he's had quite a decent season, hasn't he, so far?
6th in the championship with 7
Well,
points.
So with a win right now, he'll go on to 23. So he'll be back into the championship fight. Simo's currently getting 6. So he'll be quite close. So the championship's actually... Because I've got to feel Mr. P will have to drop down for his wing change. So the championship may close up again.
Yeah. And at the minute, Simo will probably actually have more points than Jack by the end of the race.
Yeah,
As,
that's right.
White Fountain's been caught up by Stim.
I'm going to go with Luke Bailey's. He's on the back of Johnny for P11. This is the closest battle. Johnny's got a really good exit. Luke Bailey really struggled for power.
Jamie crashed into the inside wall.
Yeah, nothing can happen there. Yeah, Mr. Stim gaining on White Fountain, very close. Has White Fountain got damage? Yes, he has. Both McLarens have got damage.
We go for it in the next corner.
Nope. Oh, wow, Stim got really close to that wall.
I think he even touched it a bit there.
Yeah, slightly crazy. Will he try it around the outside? No. White Fountain goes slightly deep though. This allows Mr. Stim to cut to the inside. I'm going to go on board with Dave. We'll see what happens here. Dave's got a good run on the both on the pair of them, but I don't think he's about to get it. Stim's going to close up again on the straight. What will White Fountain do? Will he defend the inside? Yes, he will. Stim will try it around the outside. And he backs out. Dave! Oh! So, I don't think there was any damage. Just a slight push.
No.
Yeah, White Fountain is struggling with that wing damage. I have no clue if it's meant to dry up or not this race.
Yeah. Well, Storm's in the chat. Yeah, Storm has said in the chat that it's going to dry up later on in the race. He said that wet start and it'll then dry towards the end. That's what he said.
Where's he said that?
In the stream chat. I think it was after he retired.
Oh, yeah. Wet start and then middle.
Oh, Stim has gained loads of time there on White Fountain for the pair.
I wasn't actually looking, I was looking at the chat. Sorry about that, guys. Wait, hold on. Something's happened to Warren Haig, I think.
Yes, dropped quite a lot of time.
He's been caught by Mr. P again.
Stim is getting a lot of good runs around the corners, just too far back to try and make a move.
Yeah, I think he's going to wait for this straight and then I think he'll go for it.
He'd be thinking if only DRS was allowed in the wet.
Yeah, here comes Stim. Will he go down the inside? No, around the outside again. He doesn't want to make the same mistake like before. I'll go on board with Dave again.
Johnny's in the back of Luke Bailey.
I'm going to go on board with Stim. Stim's going to get it down this straight. I can already feel it.
Yeah, the toe around is quite strong. Although he does actually.
Very poor exit.
LFC's closing in on this.
We're getting close to the halfway point in the race. Doesn't like the rain's going away. Stim, penalty, yep. I had a feeling that was coming.
When do you think the pit window would open for the Inters?
I don't know, I haven't done any Inters practice or seen any race with a full wet race. Well, full intermediate race. This rate, I got a feeling they'll have to pit quite soon. Oh, Stim, very close. There's a yellow flag. Who is it?
It's Johnny Span out of turn 4, I think.
He's lost a lot of time.
Oh,
Stim. Oh, they have.
Might have been a bit of contact there.
Here comes Dave. LFC's also now in this.
Yeah, voice cracks.
This is now a four-way battle. So here comes Stim. Will he pick the inside? He can't. He has to go around the outside again. But here comes Dave. White Fountain breaks late. Dave down the inside, opportunistic. Oh, this four-way battle. I don't know who's actually going to come out on top here. I just know it won't be White Fountain.
Oh yeah, he's got like about a 4-car draft.
Oh, what's on to Warren Haig? He's got a corner cut. He's got a corner cut penalty.
Ah. That might have been the penalty glitch we was talking about.
Yeah, so the flag says one, Notorious retires.
Notorious doesn't warrant a safety car though. What I've noticed with if someone crashes, the safety car comes out within a split second of the car crashing out.
Yeah. Mr. P,
Once you
Mr.
see the
P still.
retire icon come up on the bottom of the screen, then keep your eyes peeled.
Nothing's happened between these four. It just takes one mistake between them all. Looks like Stim's about to make that error. Oh, he saved it.
LFC was looking at his teammate there. Backed out, smart move. You don't want to crash with your teammate. Oh, nearly gets the back of him. Actually going for the next corner. He's ran wide, and it's going to lose about half a second there, I'd say.
Oh, Stim now runs wide. This is going to allow Dave into it. Stim runs wide again.
Starting to struggle on those enters, I should imagine.
Yeah, around the outside. Can he get the traction? Yes, no.
It was a big wheel bang in there.
Slots in behind. He'll get slipstream as now White Fountain has been able to get away. Pulls back to the outside. Oh, big crash! And they're both round at the end of the second straight.
Yeah, Big Dave must have slid up into the wall and collected him. That's what I saw.
Yeah, he slid, bounced off the wall into Stim. That is unfortunate for the pair of them. As Simo pits. Yeah, Jamie is. Where will Simo come out? This is for another set of intermediates, so definitely be going to the end.
I should imagine he'll be out in between Luke Bailey and Warren. Wait, no, not even that probably. He might be. I think he's out behind Warren. So,
oh, I don't know actually.
Johnny probably as well.
It's going to be close. I think Johnny's just got him.
Wait.
Yeah, just.
Yep.
It's not what Simo wanted.
And Johnny's pitted as well, isn't he?
No.
Well, he did. I think it's
the crowd seems to be dissipating. Parts of the cloud seem to be dissipating, so we may see rain disappear soon.
I think he made a bit of a mistake there. As Stim is now in the back of Jamie.
Again, yeah. They're battling once again, but this time it is for a higher position.
Stim's battling for the Simpsons news. He said some last time, wasn't it?
No, I think he was behind. Oh, Jay Carty is now in.
Oh, he's locked up. He's locked up and he's gone wide.
Who?
Stim.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Otherwise we've gone straight across the corner into the wall.
I know he's a no assist user. That is all I know. He's making really big errors.
Mr. P can be ahead of him. Question is now, Mr. P has not pitted for a new wing. Will Mr. P replace this wing at his stop?
He must surely replace it.
LFC and White Fountain also fit. And Luke Bailey's got a 3-second time penalty. Not caused by the pit problem. Jay Carty's only come out 3 seconds behind Mr. P.
Yeah, it shows how dominant he is at the moment.
Yep. He's quite good in the wet.
So does Niall or Niels. I believe it's Niels, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, if you guys on the podium know him, that's going to pronounce it in the interviews.
Yeah. Luke Bailey's closing in on Dave. But these guys have not pitted yet.
That was for P11.
This could potentially be huge for Warren. Hey, he needs to pass him.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. I just need to go to the toilet, so.
Alright. So Warren Hay closing in. Luke Bailey's closing even more on Dave. But now Warren Hay 2 tenths behind Luke Bailey. Will he pull to the outside? Yes, he does. He doesn't want to make the same error as what Dave did earlier. So they still go side by side. I believe he'll get it on traction. And, yes, he does. He's got the move done. Now he's on the back of Dave. How quickly until they can get this move done as well. It won't last. It won't take too long. He's now gaining on the straight. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining, and he's gaining. And yet pulls to the inside into turn 2. Break later. It will be Warren Hay. And Dave gets slightly forced off the track. This will invite Luke Bailey in. Will he go down the inside? No, he does not.
Oh. Good battle there. Luke Bailey's got to cut back on Dave.
Yeah, I think he's just too far back, yeah.
Oh, Mr. P and Jake Carty are battling.
Oh.
So the position change at the top.
This will actually help Niels at the moment. But yeah, Jay Carty and LFC actually lets him through. LFC, not LFC, Mr. P.
I think Niels would have been smart. I think it would have been smart to pit there, because if he did, I think he would come up just ahead of Jay Carty.
Yeah.
I don't think he realised the gap. But it's just gained a few positions. Mind you, he's at P10 now. And he has made his top course for a wing.
Yeah, Mr. P is still yet to pit, so he will come up behind Warren Hay. And this rate, I think if he just gets his wing changed, it will be behind Simo as well, and even maybe David Warbank. But I don't think David Warbank's going to pit. He might have to pit again though. Anything going on at the moment? David Warback on Johnny, or getting close to Johnny.
I reckon this could play perfectly to Downs of Racer, because if those inters can last until the dry period, depending on when that does come on.
Yeah, it's still raining though.
Awesome. Disappoints, yeah. Really loses it from turn 3. Oh, Johnny's gone wide, and David Warbank doesn't really get around him.
Yeah, David Warbank wasn't able to capitalise on that.
Stims past Jamie, but Stims made a massive mistake, saves it. And Jamie's back past, and LFC's not going to get a run on Stim. He's going to go for it. No.
No, he just back off.
Yeah. He's waiting for the straight.
Yeah, it's the best thing to do. David Warbank's closing in on Johnny. He's really close to Johnny actually.
Why didn't he stay in the slipstream with him there?
Bottom.
Why didn't he stay in the slipstream with Johnny then?
Oh, he just back off. He doesn't get the move. Johnny runs wide though.
Warbank did make a doing mistake as well. Will he go for it in the chicane?
Yes, he will. Breaks a lot later. Johnny's going to have to try and stick his wing in there. Oh.
Johnny did kind of force him a bit there.
Yeah, slightly forced him.
Ah, but fair.
Yeah, I'll call that too. I'm going to keep on board with this battle.
Racer's gaining on this lot.
Yeah, he is, but bear in mind, he does have to pit. White Francis, that's the fastest lap.
Right.
David Warbank. Oh, that's a big dive. He actually kept it within the track limit, so fair play.
Good move. Well, there's a gap there for Johnny being willing to have the momentum to go down the inside and oh!
Oh! Yeah, that was close.
Pass Liz Bailey. Now Racer, that'll be a big advantage for a Racer, of course.
Hey, Johnny is on older tyres.
Johnny did go a bit wide there through that corner.
Yeah, Racer should be able to get this move fairly comfortably, maybe, if he gets a really good exit. Johnny struggled with his exit.
You get the slipstream, Jake Harty sets the fastest lap again.
I've got it from the track's getting quicker. There's no rain, the rain stopped.
Yeah, I just noticed that, I was about to say.
So what is it now? This is falling into Neil's favour. If the track dries quick enough...
Yep, then they'll all have to pit, won't they? Depending though on when they do pit and Racers pit.
Racers in. You can't pit for slicks.
Pits for slicks, then...
There is no way he's going to pit for slicks.
Very bold move.
Oh, Simo on Dave, down the inside.
Ooh.
Into turn 2. They're both able to keep it side by side, nice and clean.
We're going to go around 2 and 3 side by side, I should imagine, but Simo's going to lose out.
There's the other flag set to 3, I don't know.
And I think that
oh, Simo with an error. Luke Bailey ran the outside.
It's a bit too far back to make a move there.
Yeah, just a bit too far back.
Maybe did ease off a bit down the straight, like the short straight bit there.
Yeah, Simo's able to get Dave here quite easily, I think.
Dave has got a good run through there though.
Yeah, Simo's still not able to get it. Oh, Luke Bailey had a look this time.
Ooh. Yeah, I think he's bailing out that one again. Oh, just done it again.
What? Kicked you out?
No, made the unintended pun again.
Oh. Oh, people are on for the Ultra Sauce, Beaming and Smudge. Did I see DRS enabled or was I not looking? Has DRS been enabled or was I not looking?
No. No, yeah.
So there's a few people in the pits.
Oh, Dave's bailing. Is he going to go into the slicks?
He must be.
Doesn't go healthy. Well, he has some wing damage. Could be because of that.
It's a bold move. But yeah, Simo up into P5.
Yes, for slicks, for Hypersofts. And a wing change.
Hypersofts are going to struggle to take him 9 laps like it is, and Smudge retired. He was on the slicks.
Ferrari joins right in front of McLaren.
Well, on my screen.
Right in front of him, literally right in front of him.
Yeah, on my screen they're actually inside of each
other.
other.
Has got a penalty for speeding in the pits.
Yeah.
Wait. He pitted last lap, why is he pitting again? Is it for the slicks?
I don't know. Yeah, he's pitted for softs.
If I was him, I wouldn't have pitted the lap before. It was a virtual safety car.
Oh! Niels is pitting.
And Niels is pitting, yep. Smart move.
Very smart, but how long will the VSC last? Jake Carty must pit. He's going to have to try and...
Give him 20 seconds. He isn't going to pit, he's going to try and jump him.
He's not going to be able to.
It's going to be enough. Ultra Soft's going on the Toro Rosso of Niels.
He's not going to be able to do it.
Stolen a win. Jake Carty's been dominating the early stages of this race.
Oh no! Jake Carty is ahead as the VSC got disabled.
But Jake Carty does have to pit though.
Yeah, Jake Carty does. VSC. DRS, sorry, not VSC. DRS hasn't been enabled yet, has it though?
Yeah. It looks suitable enough for dries. definitely handled it. It's blue flags on the track, I think.
Yeah.
009. Yep. LFC has steering pits. Johnny also pits. So Tyson going to Johnny, I think it's going on to the hypers.
Niels is being caught by Mr. P as the DRS hasn't actually been enabled yet.
Stim is also going on to hypers. Oh, David Wolfang and Luke Bailey.
I'm going to go on board with whatever his name is, Mr. P. I completely forgot his name there.
Oh.
He's getting on Niels, as DRS, as I said, hasn't been enabled yet.
Niels doesn't want to get caught up with Mr. P too much, otherwise the gap will extend massively. And I think Jake Harty is going to try and stay up for as long as he can, extend the gap so he can come back.
Mr. P's in.
That's a gamble. Yeah.
DRS hasn't been enabled.
I reckon they'll get enabled anytime soon now.
Because hold on a minute, Jake Harty's pulling that gap.
Yeah. Making those inters work.
And also Jake Harty has a pen.
No. No. Okay. I'm not trying that again. Jamie and Stim are pretty close to each other on the track right now, 3 tenths off each other.
Well, Mr. P come out behind
David
Simo.
Milbank is going to get ahead of him.
Well, what about Mr. P and his teammate?
Oh, he's going to be right in this battle.
The DRS has been enabled. Oh, 3 wide. Going into turn 2.
Mercedes sandwich.
And Mr. P's come out on top as now DRS has been enabled.
White Fountain nearly lost it into Luke Bailey there. Luke Bailey's got a good run on White Fountain, but he's run
Luke Bailey
wide, and White Fountain is steering through that corner. Well, the runners are starting to make mistakes now as the gap between Jake Harty and Niels is starting to slim down. Won't surprise me if Jake Harty will hit this lap. Yeah, he ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, everyone who is on the slip.
Davis past Johnny for P10. This is for the last place position. He goes side by side through the curve. Davis still on inters. Stim right around the outside. Oh,
wow.
Will that be allowed? Because he did run a bit wide there. I think he was rather force off though.
That's one hell of an overtake. Wow.
That'll be up for overtake the season. As Jake Harty's pitted. And that will only lose the lead to Niels, who's just set the fastest lap of the race.
Warren Haig is into the pits.
Stim is now in the back of Dave, who's also on the inters, and with front wing damage. And I think he did pit. Wait, no, he isn't going to go. He's out too.
Where will Jake Harty? Jake Harty's already out.
Them around the outside to the inside.
Yeah, these two are battling.
Oh, that could have been decent there if they weren't any higher speeds.
Yeah.
Dave is not giving us up despite being on the less favourable compound now. He's still not pitting.
What do you mean? Everyone is on the dries.
Dave's still on inters.
He's not. He's on hypers.
Oh, that's a visual. That's a visual fix.
He's on hypers.
Yeah, he's on inters on my screen.
Alright, can you cover for a second? Got a nip for a toilet break.
Oh, he's ran wide. Stim's gonna get him. Racer set the fastest lap of the race on softs. He's been known to make the high compounds work, but it's impressive. That time starting to tumble. I'd say that Niels is now just set the fastest lap of the race. David Warbank on the back of LFC. This is the closest battle on the track, just about. He's gonna go for it. Leon, still there? Just disappears somewhere. Niels is on the back of Johnny now. James, that's the fastest lap. And Simo has got a penalty. He's lost out massively.
I am back. Have I missed?
And how many laps I got confused?
Have I missed anything?
I'm trying to think now. What was it? Yeah, David Warback got a move done on LFC for P7 now, and Dimmer's now got the fastest lap of the race.
Now followed by Jay Cotty. Hey, it looks like Niels is going to win on his debut.
Close that gap down, I don't think he would. Jamie now on the back of Dave, doesn't go for a move that David Warbank did. David Warbank did go for a dive bomb. Oh, there's contact and Dave nearly goes round.
I was not
Jamie
looking.
Connected with the rear of Dave, and Dave nearly spun it. Managed to save it though.
I was on board with Stim at the time, so I didn't see what happened.
Should get the RS on him up. The RS actually comes quite late down the straight.
Yeah, but with the toe, we should be able to easily get it.
Yep, he's got it.
Jamie, will he go down the inside? No, he backs out. Oh, no. Okay, he got a pet. Yeah, he did kind of go over the curve quite a lot.
Yeah, if he went for that, I think he would have avoided the pen. He is closing in on Niels, but ever so slightly, it isn't enough.
Yeah, it won't be enough.
For the end of the race. That's a penalty.
Did Mr. P fix his wing? Yeah, oh, I just went on board with Mr. P as he made a very big error.
Yeah, Mr. P has repaired his wing.
He's losing time rapidly though. I know he just made an error, but in general he's losing a lot of time.
Yeah. I don't think he likes this track. And
Jamie.
Go for a move on Dave.
Oh.
Close.
Oh, Dave's got the curve. Yeah, Jamie's got that move.
Bit of a cut there though.
That curve on the outside for that corner, if you go on it, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose time. Niels is getting close to winning his first race in PSGL 5. He did message me last night, jokingly saying he was going to win. He was being cocky, like, as a joke, and be very arrogant. He said, "No, it'll be a challenge."
It sound like he meant that.
Yeah, he's actually fulfilled what he said. He also said he'll win the championship, so, you know, we'll see.
That'd be
a bold statement. It would be really interesting if he did. It would make the championship really interesting. Well, towards the end anyway, because he is 28 points behind. But as Mr. P is getting third place, he will be 22 behind.
Really. That gap is closing between him and Warren Hague. Even if Warren Hague is on the slower tyre, that'll be good enough to get him.
I'm not going to check penalties, but I've seen a lot of penalties fly round since it's been dry.
Closest battle on the track is currently LFC and David Warbank. It's actually close in a bit.
Oh, welcome, Jack. Nobby, welcome. Any updates on penalties? I'm not going to show the penalties. I don't feel that's right. I like to keep it a surprise until the end. LFC and Dave. No, so it's just too far back.
He's could have gone for a move there, but would have ended in tears if he did, I think. Starting to brighten up a bit now.
Yeah, Jack, 10 points is easily catchable. There's just one bad race from Mr. P and you're back in the championship.
Ooh. Just thought he made a tiny mistake. Gap is closing.
Yeah, also, Jack, it may be 8 points because Mr. P's struggling on them hypers.
The LFC will get a good run down the back straight. Especially now that David Warbank didn't get a good run out of that corner.
Yeah, I think LFC will already get in position anyway. I know these two have got a few penalties each, but I think David Warbank has got more. LFC is gaining. Wow. Flew down the inside there. David Warbank breaks very late. Wow.
Right. Good under the brakes, David Warbank.
What's happened? Something's happened to Mr. P. Mr. P is losing time drastically.
It's not been his day.
I think if it comes down to penalties, I think Warren Haig's got him.
Will LFC finally get the move done on David Warbank down into turn 1 more in a straight, maybe?
I'll go on board with David Warbank because David Warbank has got the superior brakes. No, LFC does eventually get the move and he has made it stick. Oh, I thought he'd made it stick.
They're closing into each other there. Good run from Dave.
Yeah, David Warbank's going to go down the inside here. Yep, I knew. Oh!
Ooh, contact.
Then these two collided in qualifying and the formation lap.
So that's that for the race.
From Niels, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just goes to show how quick this race has been, and Simo got moved on and out. See, Simo's gained drastically.
Yeah. Simo, he was up there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
This has made a big error.
He hasn't had a collision with anyone.
Oh, he's gone deep.
Yeah.
This is the make or break lap for Warren Haig, I think. I believe he needs to get at least half a second, which I think he is actually. He's gaining. But we need to go on board with Niels. How would you rate his performance today, Jamie?
9 out of 10.
I would have to go with, yeah, probably 7. I'm going to go with 8.5, 9. Simply the fact that he's not led every lap. He did get slightly lucky with the VSC, but obviously that is a part of the strategy, which he got lucky with the VSC, but has used it to perfection. And as Niels is already weaving a bit cocky, around the penultimate corner, Warren Haig's made a spin, Warren Haig spun. But anyway, Niels around the final corner, and Niels does win round number 3 here in Russia. Jay Carty will finish in second. This is guaranteed Mr. PP3. Jay Carty spins into the wall in the final corner. And Warren Haig has spun and hit the wall.
Between the two AI cars. That would be funny if one of them actually flew into the wall.
This doesn't help the championship for Jack Tyler, as Mr. P is now guaranteed P3. Yes, Jack, all you need, well, you will stay second. But yeah, Mr. P in third. And Warren Haig actually might lose P4. Will White Fountain get him?
Yeah, he's got wing damage. Full damage.
Oh, he does.
He's bottled that big time.
Luke Bailey. Oh, Luke Bailey had a lot of penalties. What about David Warbank? Can he gain any positions? Almost. Nope. LFC. No.
And the David Warbank had quite a few penalties. Simo's up to 6.
Wow, yes, so Simo on penalties, been able to regain a little bit. Yeah, Warren, if you just send me the if you send me the footage of the penalty that needs removing, and I'll have a look. As race will finish in 13th.
Drop back a few seconds here because there's an unsafe stop go.
But yeah, that is it for the Russian Grand Prix. Yeah, if you want, yeah, let's say you're gonna have to send that to me because you can't really judge it on yourself. It's a bit unfair. But yeah, Niels is the winner. Jay Carty in second, Mr. P in third. That's your top 3. Jamie, can you please suggest the top 3?
Right.
White Fountain 4th, Warren Egg 5th, Simo 6th, Luke Bailey 7th, Dave Warbank 8th, Jamie Met 9th, LFC in 10th, Dave 11th, 12th, Stim 13th, Racer 14th, Johnny 15th, BUA 9. And your retirees from this race are Smudge, Notorious, Miles and Storm. What are your opinions on that race, Jamie?
It was a decent race. Wait, what's Jay Carty's PSN? I know Jay Carty, but the rest of it.
Jay Carty LFC 1.
I got it. And it's Mr. P. These are my friends, so again. Just wait for them to join.
I'll just invite them. Sorry for the blue screen. It's not loading. There we go. Right, if you don't think it'll affect anything else, then don't have to send it in. Let me just type it in the chat.
Hello?
So Jay Carty's joined. Let's wait on Niels or Miles, I don't want to say his name yet. And there's Mr. P.
Check if he has a mic, let's see if he's doing a chat or not.
I'll ask him. He's in the same esports team as me, so it should be alright. I'll just message him on that, but we'll start the interview anyway, since it'll take him a little while to respond. We'll start with Mr. P. Ended up finishing in P3. How do you think you got lucky to stay in P3, since I think Warren Haig spun on the final lap?
Yeah, I was getting nervous, to be honest. He was closing me down like a rate of knots, but I think there was still about 3.5 second gap with half a lap to go, so I don't think he would have done it, but that gap was certainly coming down quick.
One other question I've got for you for now is how do you feel that you've actually taken the championship lead? Obviously Jack wasn't here today because I don't know what he did to get himself banned, but that doesn't really matter. How does it feel to take the championship lead for now?
Yeah, it's nice, obviously. Just want to try and keep the momentum going. I think you know, podiums are sort of the aim every race, and if I can keep up with that, then yeah, who knows?
Yeah, you. I think you got three podiums so far. So.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 so far. every
maybe-
spot, every spot on
Yeah.
the podium I've had.
So maybe you can keep it going. Jamie, you got any questions for? Not LFC, Mr. P. Sorry.
Yeah. Mr. P, we saw you make a lot of mistakes today. Was it something to do with your setup or the track you just didn't like about it? What was it?
Are you talking about in the wet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the wet, full stop. I don't like the track, full stop. And yeah, there was loads of errors. The setup didn't feel quite right. We've been struggling with the setup, you know, all practice really. So to finish on the podium, I'm happy with. Especially when I saw the rain, you know, I was thinking, Christ, I'll be lucky to get a point here. But no, obviously pleased with P3, but yeah, I was struggling tonight, definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to Jay Carty. Probably, I want to guess you are quite disappointed that you didn't get the win. Would you say that the VSC cost you the win today? My other question is just how was your race in general? Was it quite boring, or did you have any battles? Also, I've got one more question. Were you surprised to get pole?
Bastard. That was ridiculous.
Jamie, got any questions?
No, I'm afraid. I was gonna ask the last question, but yeah, you nicked it.
I've got one more question for the pair of you. Starting with Mr. P. The next track, I believe, is Spain. What is your opinion on that track?
I like the track, it's alright. Not one of my favourites on the calendar, but not one of the worst neither, so average track, so let's try and gain them a load more points again.
Same question, Jay Carty. Yeah. Okay, that'll be it for PSGL F5. As we've seen, Mr. P does take the championship lead. Jack Tyler will be here next week, though. Possibly he might get the championship gap pulled back, but we will find out next week with myself and Jamie. And until then, we'll see you then.